Say, James, you been playing game this week?
Oh yeah, no, I've been putting quite a lot of time into video game this week. I mean, you know how it is. You go to work, you come home, you want to relax, and my favorite way of doing it is with a good old video game. It's just plug a controller in, plug it into your television, play whatever. Press your fingers against the controller.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Perfect. Nothing better.
yeah. I've been waiting for this game for months. Just like when it was first announced, I saw game, and I just thought, wow, that's
Did they
game.
show it off at E3?
Yeah, yeah. It was like the big reveal at Microsoft's E3 conference this year. Game.
Oh, nice. Just game, yeah.
Yeah, game.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like, is it a Microsoft exclusive or is it? And
No,
other
no, it's
platforms
a
as well.
cross-platform. They pay for
Oh,
the rights to
nice.
show game though.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's what they do, don't they? If people think the game's coming out on that system, then that's the system they're going to end up getting it for.
Yeah.
So, but
But
what do you think?
well, I've been enjoying it quite a lot, but I think it has a lot of problems. The mechanics could be better refined.
Yeah,
Uh,
I always find that if a game has mechanics, that's always usually a good thing, but
mm,
sometimes it isn't.
yeah, the pacing's pretty good of game.
Oh, that's good.
Uh, but yeah, no, I need to put more time into it to get my thoughts down. I'll probably write about it and make
Hey,
a
speaking
long
of which,
video essay.
have you played that other game? Um, I think it is literally called Other Game.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
What do you think,
Um,
Ben?
well,
Can you use some on the window?
yeah. Is it like a I don't know, like a pigeon or
Hmm.
something?
Oh my god!
The fuck?
All right.
It's James.
Okay,
Is that James? Is that
No,
is that
just
an
stand by, Ben.
ostrich?
Just stand. No,
James, is that an ostrich? Why is there an
uh,
ostrich in the
well, I
window?
mean, it looks like an ostrich. It smells like an ostrich. Hold on. See, seems to have a little note in its mouth. Let me pull it out of its cheeky beak. Oh, it's a message from the boss.
But why is it an ostrich?
I mean, I suppose he tries to send us emails, and sometimes we don't pick him up. Sometimes he tries to ring us on the phone, we don't pick him up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's trying something new.
It
And
isn't.
it is quite a. I mean, we have had the ostrich for a while now. I mean, ever since we were working on that bird RPG and tried to get a PR person in, and I don't know. I guess it was just worth keeping him about for situations like this.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean we did try. We did plan a trilogy that never ended up going into development. So he
No,
might be
that's very
signed on
true.
a
So
long
I think it's
contract.
only fair that we keep him on in some sort of long-term employment plan. Either
Yeah.
way, here's the note, Ben. What does it say?
Okay. I don't like how the ostrich is looking at me. Can you read it?
Okay. Dear the boys, I'm playing at the Crucible next week against famous snooker player Jimmy White. Probably he's the only snooker player I know. I don't know why you wrote that. It's been a while since I've played, so I'm hoping that you two could come up with a game that can teach me the basics, but in a package that's competitive with the latest video game releases. After all, I can't keep asking you two to invent games to fulfill my personal whims without considering that they also need to be commercial products we can make money from. Love, the boss.
Yeah. So this is a field I know
Oh, really? Oh, you.
nothing about.
Oh.
I played a
Okay.
game of pool.
Oh, nice. I've been in a pool before.
Okay. Yeah. We should be alright then.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Oh, well, thank you very much, big beautiful bird. Let me just give you a little smoochy on the face. There we go. Now you run. Now you run off, you scamp. Anyways, I think you need to make us some coffee, and we need to. I'll get a bin bag to cover the smash window, and we can figure this one out.
I definitely need the coffee after that one. Hey, this is um this is a podcast and I'm one of your hosts. My name is Ben.
Oh my god. I'm James. I'm the special guest on the podcast this week.
James, tell me a little about yourself.
Okay, my name is James. I am a darts player from Sheffield. You may have recognised me on the television. I am the under-17s champion of the Northwest.
Don't own a TV.
On the TV, yeah.
I don't own a TV.
You don't own a television?
I don't own a television.
Oh my god. So what you're saying is that you probably haven't seen me then?
No. Where do you work?
Well, I mean, technically that's not why I'm... Oh, I don't know. Ben!
I don't know where this bit's going, yeah.
No, neither do I. That's the last time I let you introduce Game Over Time.
This is Game Over Time. We make games.
Yeah, that's very true. Hey, what game are we making this week?
Pool, or snooker, or cue-based video game.
Oh my god, yes, we're talking about cue games this week. Not the letter Q, or the thing that you wait in. No, a cue, like a wooden stick that you used to knock around tiny balls.
It has some chalk on the end. Not for writing with.
No, you could write with it.
Could you?
You shouldn't write with it, but you could.
I suppose you could.
Could we make that part of the game?
That's possible, yeah. Because you always love those menus where it's like something silly. What if it's like there's an outline of the word start and then you press it and like a cue that fills it in? That'd be good.
What if you could write your name with the chalk and that's like your name entry screen?
Yeah, that's where you put your gamer tag.
That's what your Microsoft gamer tag.
Yeah.
But you don't use the keyboard prompt. You physically have to write it out with the joystick. Well, like you're moving a piece of cue chalk.
Yeah, and you know how technology's advanced and how they can actually tell what you're writing these days.
Oh yeah, proper hand writing recognition. Sure.
Yeah, unlike a certain game known as Kawasaki's Brain Training. Dr. Kawasaki's Brain Training, where if you write a number, it doesn't know what you're saying.
I don't know, Dr. Kawasaki. I've never really had. Is it Dr. Kawasami or Dr. Kawashima?
I thought it was Dr. Kawasaki.
I thought it was Kawashima. I mean, I'm not going to check it now because unfortunately we're both on the clock. This is we need to get this game turned around.
I'm checking it now.
Week.
Oh no, you're right. It's Kawashima.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I told you. I've put quite a lot of time into Dr. Kawashima.
Did you know that if you said his name on the menu, he looked at you and winked?
No, I didn't know that, but I like that.
Well, I don't know if he actually winks. I think he might just nod his head or like smile or something. But it's quite good.
Do you know what I kind of want? Is that I want to get Dr. Kawashima game with his big 3D head, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, I want to introduce you to my son Andros," and it's the rubbish SNES Star Fox Andros head.
I've always because they both have the exact same attacks in Smash, or not exact same, but in Smash. Like the assist trophies work pretty similarly.
I'm surprised that a Wario game has never had like a Star Fox mission. Well, I mean, Smooth Moves does, but you fight Rob at the end. But I think it'd be funnier that instead of Andros, it was Dr. Kawashima not blowing towels at you though. He's blowing numbers. Okay. He's blowing maths problems at you.
Could Kawashima be the tutorial man in our pool game?
I think he could. I mean, he's good at maths.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at memory stuff. So yep. I suppose it would make sense he would also be quite good at pool.
Yeah.
He could be like, when you're in a smoky bar, everybody's keeping to themselves. You're teaching yourselves how to play pool, and his giant 8-foot tall floating head, feet from the floor. He's there, and he's nodding, and he's telling you, where to do your thing. I think that'd be quite good. Also, if it was a DS game, we could play it like Dr. Kawashima, where you almost hold it like a book and the screen's vertical. Because I think that would be kind of roughly the same size as a pool table.
I think there'd be a fun little bit where he's like, so what you got to do in this game is you got to knock the balls into the holes, and then he puts his head in the hole, and he's like, like this. And then he disappears, and you're like...
and then he opens his mouth. He's waiting to receive ball.
He's like, please feed me. I need sustenance.
feed me ball. I'm so hungry.
Well, that's one way you could because one of my problems when playing pool is that I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't
need motivation.
Yeah, I'm hitting these balls in the hole. They go into the little machine, and then I get them out again, and it's like, okay, that's a bit shit. What if there were little faces on all the holes, and instead of balls, you were shooting little food?
I got a better idea. What if it was whack-a-mole? but the moles are in the pockets, and you have to hit them when they're up. If you don't, that's a foul. If you dunk a ball, if there isn't a mole there, that's a bad one. You get marked down for that. But if you hit a little mole,
do the moles like pop up, like they just go up and down, up and down?
Well, like sort of randomly. Like you're not sure when they're gonna pop out next.
So you gotta aim your shot, and then wait for it to pop up, and then fire.
So say like if it was 9:00 at night, BBC Two, live from the Crucible snooker, and you got those blokes in waistcoats, and they're like trying to line up their shots, but you've got these like pneumatic moles who are like shooting up like every kind of few seconds.
There's a lot of tension in this, and pool's already snooker, I guess, is a very tensiony game. So this would be quite good,
I guess.
Well, you never know. If
I just like the idea that the whole thing is like you got the commentators staying like completely quiet, being respectful to the art, but you've just got these really loud pneumatic moles.
I'd love them to make noises as well. Like they'd say little things and they pop out like, "Haha, hit me," and
"Haha, you're a loser." Like it's trying to wind you up. He's just got fucking Jimmy White there, just like breaking a cue, and then just like sitting down with his like face in his hands, like I can't keep up with this. This is too much.
Every so often, Mr. Rossetti pops up. You hit him, he goes on a fucking 1 hour rant, and like the commentators...
that's what I mean. If you hit Rossetti, the snooker association comes out and like take you away in handcuffs.
No, they just reset the game. You're like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. One game lasted.
And people have been there for hours as well, waiting for you to finish up, and now they're just gonna have to wait like another 5 hours for you to finish the game.
Yeah, the longest record for a game was 241 hours.
Oh my god!
They were really good at hitting Rossetti.
They're still playing actually now.
Yeah, that's just on my watch that I have that counts down the time between when that match started.
You've got a live feed in the corner. You got a Twitch stream going where you're watching it.
Yeah. But yeah, then
it might not have to be moles. It could be like hippos, where you have to wait for their mouths to be open.
Yeah, the hungry hippos. I think the thing with that is you could have like different foods, so that they have like different properties and
like
such.
Round foods that you can hit with your snooker cue. So you can have like oranges.
You could have like a pea that would be really hard to get in, but.
Ooh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah. No, a pea would be very hard to hit. So yeah, a pea would be more money. You would get more points for that.
And instead of the black 8-ball, they have the eggplant, and it's just this really awkward food that you gotta somehow get in.
Lemons as well; those would be awkward to hit with your cue. No, I quite like this idea. It seems like an old like a Sega arcade game. They're a big fan of putting fruit and stuff because it's like a like a fruit machine sort of thing.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what to do with this idea, but it hit me. And I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
Toys to Life.
Boys to Life?
No, Toys to Life.
Oh, Toys to Life.
And instead of toys, I mean pool cues to life.
Okay. And are they like, have the cues got different personalities and like, different colours and textures or what?
Well, I don't know. I think you probably put one on, it will unlock a new cue in the game. Like you get the spike cue. Or the fire cue, or the electric cue.
Do they add effects to the ball?
Yeah. Like, the fire cue is going to set a ball on fire, and then within 3 turns, if it's still on fire, it burns up and you lose a point.
I thought you were going to say it just sets the snooker table on fire. Just the felt ripping hot.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of special effects in pool.
Yeah, there we go. See, that's what I mean. We need to make it a bit more like... like sometimes like they do with Breakout, where, you can get power-ups so you can, smash through blocks quicker and stuff like that. There we go, that's an idea. Why don't we do pool? But, like, it's like Breakout, where you have to break bricks in order to get the ball down into holes. Yeah. That's an idea.
But, yeah, no, because the little chalk things that you rub on the cues to make them look good, or feel good?
The chalk.
Yeah, but, like, you could have different elemental chalks. Like you pick up the fire one, you rub it on, and it's a one-time use per game.
You could have like a poison chalk that if you hit the ball, it becomes the poison ball, and the next person who has to play with the ball, they die.
Yeah,
that'd be a really good way of this. Yeah, that's how you assure victory. Like
Yeah, but it's like it costs a lot of in-game money to get it, and if you want
You
the
could
in-game
get the
money, you are going
nuclear
to have to buy
ball
pool
that when you
boxes.
hit it, it makes all its molecules unstable. So the next person who hits it just totally wipes the snooker center of the map, which is a crater where snooker used to happen.
Yeah, but you need to get a high kill streak to unlock those.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. You need at least 50 balls pocketed without a fault.
Because there are going to be like it's the cute the. Imagine a pool table. It's literally just balls.
Ooh,
Like there's
yeah.
nothing but balls on there. Like it's full of balls.
Okay.
So you hit the first one, and it just like it barely moves, but you hear like 10 balls go in the slots, and then like slowly you're breaking it down until it's just normal pool.
I can get almost like a battle royale.
Yeah.
With a pool.
What you play as the balls? You're like
Ooh.
you're playing as the ball.
Are we is this almost like the idea that we did last week where you're a treasure trying to convince somebody to capture you? You're a ball that you're trying to convince the snooker man to pocket you.
Do you want to be pocketed or not? Because I think you want to survive. You want to be the 8-ball. Because the 8-ball's all cool and everyone loves the 8-ball. And he's always pocketed last. You want to be like him, don't you?
I suppose that's true. Is it like the more likely you are, like if you can continue on to the end, like the more like the black ball you become?
Yeah, you just start changing colour.
Yeah, you start getting darker and darker.
Yeah, and eventually you become the black ball, and it's like you've transcended.
And you get a little crown.
I like the idea.
And every time...
Oh, go on.
I was going to say, and if somebody tries to pocket you, like the crown makes you like really awkward to roll.
I was going to say, there's actually no bearing on him when you select a ball at the start and just hope for the best.
Oh, exactly.
It's like a game where there's always one person that's playing the ball player, or two people, I guess.
Yeah.
And if they have a personal vendetta against you because your game attack is displayed above your ball, they will try and pocket you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if people could have vanity gamer tags that try and trick the person who's playing it? Like, what if your gamer tag was like literally the number 8?
Oh, that'll get him.
No, exactly. You'd look at that and you go, "Oh, I can see where the 8-ball is. He's by there."
Yeah, I better not pocket that one. I know he's green, but
exactly.
It says 8.
Well, you wouldn't. Well, I mean, it'd be like Fortnite. You could buy skins for your balls, then, couldn't you? You could have like a glitter ball, a crystal ball. That's another one. Snowball. There's another. Basketball.
A table tennis ball.
Ooh, table tennis ball. That's another one.
I don't know why. I mean, it's a normal ball, but.
No, exactly. It is just a white ball, and plus all the balls would have to be the same size as well. So how could you tell it was the table tennis ball?
What's your favorite ball? I know mine.
I haven't really given it much thought. In fairness.
Really? I made a top 10 list
Monsters
once.
Ball, starring Halle Berry. That's my favourite. That film won an Oscar, mind you.
I like marbles.
Have they ever won an Oscar?
Some event they have to have at some point. You know how long marbles have been around?
I know. They've been around almost as long as film. If anything, they've probably been around longer, and yet they haven't got the recognition they deserve.
Yeah. It's like Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, exactly. Leo got his Oscar when #Oscar for marbles.
Okay, yeah. So we'll run that one after this podcast is done. We'll get that one out.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, we'll get the campaign going on that one. So all right. Let's. So by the sounds of things, we need to basically we need to sex up pool.
Yeah,
is what I'm hearing. We need to make it a bit more. We need to make the Mario Kart of pool games.
Yeah, we need to make pool fun because it's shit at the moment.
Could we add ramps?
Yeah.
Could we add hoops?
Oh yeah.
Could we add the loops?
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog is a pool ball.
Ooh. I mean, I know that we shouldn't be coming up with Sonic ideas. Yeah. I mean, I've already got told off coming up with Sonic ideas last week, but
I think we can use his corpse.
No, I suppose that's true. I mean, if anything, it'd be easier to use him now as a pool ball because of that.
Well, yeah, but we could have like the next Smash game could just be pool, because you've already got Samus, who's turns into a morph ball. You got Sonic.
That's true. Kirby, who's ball-like.
Jigglypuff, easy. and all the rest.
Yeah, well, the rest can watch.
The rest of the players.
Oh, right, yeah, they can watch as well.
Yeah, no. But yeah, the ramps, you're suggesting basketball.
Well, wait, what, as in basketball has ramps?
Well, yeah, and that's how I play it. I can't actually reach the hoop otherwise, so they just put a ramp up for me. Because they're like
a 6 foot, just like a big 6 foot triangle that you have to run up, and then you can slam the ball.
Yeah, well, because it doesn't feel very fair. I can throw it in from afar, but it's like I see Michael Jordan. He jumps up there, he slam dunks it. I try jumping up there, don't even get anywhere. So it's not really.
So
fair.
what you're saying is that in order to be fair, the NBA needs to introduce ramps.
Yeah,
so you can.
Because it's heavily like. You have to be taught to be a good basketballer.
No, absolutely.
So,
well, I mean, I don't know. You can still shoot. I mean, you can be, any size and still be able to shoot a ball. I mean, that's kind of the point. If anything, slam dunking sort of like.
Well, it's style points.
It's kind of showboating.
Yeah, you want the style points though, don't you?
Well, of course you do. I mean, that's why people watch basketball. Yeah. But it's not conducive to the game.
Because
I know that we have been prompted to totally reevaluate a sport that we don't know anything about. But when it comes to basketball, I'm going to show a little bit more respect.
Yeah, well, I just think, and this is another campaign I've been pushing for a while, let dwarves play basketball. No, that's not right. Let dwarves slam dunk.
Ooh, hashtag let dwarves slam dunk.
And,
there's an idea.
Yeah. You could also, you have like a little crank, you have a cranker, they call them, and they stand by the nets, and they crank it down depending on who's running towards the net.
Oh, that's good. That's another person that you need to have on the team who their job is to get the net in place.
They have to really if you make it too low for a tall person, that's disadvantaging them. They might trip over it.
Okay, I'm getting an idea now, which may be good for our pool game. Mm-hmm. What if the pockets move?
Oh, so it's like Donut County.
What if you Donut County? Yeah, what if you were playing on a rotating pool board where the pockets are orbiting around the field?
Well, that's the thing. You could have different stages, because you start on the basic pool table and you're like, oh, this is shit, but you're gonna complete one game because you want to know, and then you unlock the next one. It's like, oh, I've just unlocked.
And it's like on a conveyor belt, like a sushi bar, where the pockets are moving around the outside. Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be good.
And there's one level where it's it's a skate park.
Ooh, and you can put the ball up ramps.
Yeah, but you have to, because the hole's at the top of the ramp.
Oh, it has to be like basketball, where you have to dribble the ball enough times before you can pocket the ball. But with this, it's that the ball needs to build up enough style points, like Tony Hawk, before you can pocket it.
Yeah, you gotta get a good combo.
Yeah, you need to do good ball tricks with it. You need to get it up to a certain speed, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Or you could you put the right spin on it. And it does a cool trick in the air. Depending on how much spin you put, the ball itself just decides, oh, I'm going to do a cool trick because I've got so much backspin on me.
You have to hit it off a certain cushion before you can pocket it. Like you're dyeing it a colour.
Oh, and there's a switch.
Like Splatoon. Ooh, Splatoon pool.
Yeah, you got to paint the world.
I'm surprised that Sonic the Hedgehog, because he had a pinball game, didn't he? I'm surprised there hasn't been a Sonic snooker game.
That's the thing. No, companies are always so quick to say, hey, our character's shaped like a ball, like in Pokemon, obviously. Well, let's turn it into a pinball game. Not many have asked themselves, let's turn it into a pool game, which is odd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I don't know why they don't do it.
And
it would make more sense, because with Sonic the Hedgehog, you could... Actually, I suppose, not to totally... Because I almost feel like by saying this, we've kind of nailed the idea on the head, and there's no point doing the rest of the episode. But
no, you can say it, and I'll just put it at the end.
Okay, well, Puzzle Bobbles pretty much is a pool game. The way the mechanics in that game work is like pool. You've played Puzzle Bobble before, haven't you?
I've seen it. I haven't played it.
Oh my god. Do you know how it works?
Vaguely.
Okay, so basically it's a big old board where you got the different coloured jewels, and you need to kind of, as long as it's more than 3, then you can get rid of them. So you have to shoot a coloured ball that you have like in your pocket into them. But the way that you aim is kind of like snooker, like it's kind of a big old arc.
Wait, no, I do.
You need to.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, you probably have it. You probably haven't played it as
Yeah.
Puzzle Bobble because the game has been around for ages. But yeah, that is what Puzzle Bobble is.
Yeah, no.
But that is basically pool.
Yeah, it's one player pool.
Yeah, pretty much. It's basically like if Breakout is a one-person player version of Pong, Puzzle Bobble is a one-person player version of pool.
Yeah,
in a weird
100%.
way.
That's
100%.
definitely it.
There we go. Well, thank you for tuning in for Game Overtime this week. Ben, what's the
Objection.
thing you famously say?
No.
Oh my god.
It misses out on the visceral feeling of hitting a ball against another ball and hearing that, you know, that sound.
What if we made a music game that's all about that? What if it was Parappa the Rapper, but for
But
pool?
you've got to like time your shots right to. Oh no, that'd be great. So like you have the balls set up and they're set up a certain way, where if you do the right shot, it knocks them between each other in the perfect rhythm.
Oh yeah.
And you've got to optimize
like a Newton's Cradle.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, that would be good. Pool Rapper the Rapper.
Oh. And that's it for this episode of Game Overtime. If you've enjoyed, please leave a like. Okay, no. Our ideas are really good, and we're only half an hour in, so we got to keep going. Unfortunately, it's not gonna get as high as.
I know we still got quite a lot of episodes to go, unfortunately, but for this really great idea that we have. Let's think a little bit more then.
Okay. One thing
pool.
I thought, and this is, so you know how sheep are animals that run from things.
Okay.
So like you get a sheepdog in there. And the sheep are like, and they don't like it. They don't like the sheep.
You're basically saying that you want a herding game, but for balls on a pool table.
Yeah.
You want a pool dog.
Yeah, so you fire your pool ball, and it splits up the sheep, or it corrals them, and you got to get them into like a little pen.
Oh, almost like your ball kind of has like the opposite of a gravitational pull. Like it has a repelling orbit around it. Like when it gets into things with other balls, it pushes them out of the way.
Yeah.
Gravity
like
pool.
the game Sheep. Did you ever play Sheep?
I like it. No, I haven't. It's it's an old PS1 game, isn't it?
I played it on the PC, but I think it was.
Well, it's probably an old PC game as well. But I remember being a wee young lad and going into game shops, and like they had that poster up in one of them, in the one that I used to go to for ages and ages. That and the Dungeon Keeper 2 one, where it's a sexy lady in a leather, and then him, and like they're doing the kind of the pretty woman, cross arms, get a load of this guy pose.
Yeah,
there's
a sheep on it as well.
There are sheep in Dungeon Keeper.
I like
because you need them. You need them to feed your boys.
I like the image of a sheep with a bra on.
I don't. What?
Because no,
How did we even get here?
The Dungeon Keeper.
Ben, what are you even talking?
I don't know. The Dungeon Keeper thing.
Ben, stop.
Yeah.
Stop what you're saying right now.
Okay. Take the sheep off the bra.
This is getting dangerous.
Yeah. Well,
but just to give a warning to everybody, next week we will be coming up for a game for the furry community, so please look forward to that.
Oh no, James, if you say that, they'll believe you, and they'll get really excited.
Well, the truth is out there.
Yeah.
Just like the X-Files. Why don't we do an X-Files themed pool game?
We could do anything for pool.
We could. Why don't we do... Okay, what's a popular property? Fortnite. We've already done
Mickey
Fortnite.
Mouse.
Okay. Ooh, Disney pool. There's an idea. So Goofy's there with a fag in his mouth.
As he always has.
Over the table. He's trying to cue it up.
And it's very slapstick. Like he pulls the cue back, and at first it hits Mickey in the face, knocking him out.
No, it just not. Yeah, it just puts Mickey Mouse in a coma.
Yeah, did I mention this game's rated 18+?
Just Goofy and Donald are in the hospital trying. Like Minnie's crying her eyes out, like she doesn't know what's happening. What you see?
And it's it's made by Nomura.
Simple and clean is playing over the radio. Oh my god!
Oh, is this how Mickey became dark? Dark Mickey.
No, I was gonna say actually, it turns out that Kingdom Hearts was a coma fantasy all along.
Well, because I don't know much about Mickey Mouse. No, about Kingdom Hearts. I do know that Mickey's like an evil character in that series.
No, he's not. He's a king.
Yeah, but he's an evil as well. He wears like the black clothes that all the evil people wear.
No, that's just to show he's tough.
Okay, yeah.
He wears black clothes because he's got a black body. That's it.
And he also likes to go to Hot Topics on his
No, exactly.
Days off.
He's dressed to impress, and in this world, that's how you impress.
I mean, I was.
And he says really important stuff in Mickey Mouse's voice.
Well,
we need to defeat the Heartless.
Oh, Sora, you're the chosen one, Sora. I can't do a Mickey Mouse voice.
No, I was about to say that was a bit more like that's like Mickey Mouse from the North.
Wait, can I just? It's fine. I'll just give Mickey Mouse my vampire voices. Sorry. Sora, no, I can't do that one either. I'm not in the mood.
Mickey Mouse. Blah.
All right.
Yeah, that's my favourite thing about Mickey Mouse is his thick Romanian accent and Donald Duck's German accent.
I think that the alarm's going off.
Oh my god, is it time for coffee already? Oh no, I think it's the fire alarm, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
Oh gosh.
I think...
Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna have to alright, as the fire chief safety officer, we're gonna have to assemble outside, and then once I've taken register, then we'll have a coffee break, I think.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Bye everyone.
Hello and welcome to Coffee Break. This is the part of the show where we take a few minutes to talk about something else other than video games. Ben, what video games have you been playing this week? Actually, no. Before we do that, let's do some shout-outs, as that's very important to us. So first things first, Ben, who did the theme tune to this wonderful podcast?
His name is Maxo, and he does great music. It's really good. Both the Coffee Break and the intro theme are really good, and he does music that's kind of inspired by video games and sounds like it would be in a video game, and it's good. His Bandcamp link is in the podcast notes or the description, whatever you're watching it on. It's good. Yeah.
Good. Speaking of the podcast, hi. If you're listening to us, it's probably either on our YouTube page or it may be on one of the many different RSS feeds that we have for our podcast. For example, the iTunes Store. If this is the case, we would really appreciate it if you could give us a good review, either text-based or give it a little score. Basically, anything that can help spread us about, because the more reviews you leave, the more likely we are to appear in search results. So anything like that would be much appreciated. Other than that, any sort of word of mouth, if you tell a friend that you like it and you think they may like it as well, then that would be extra helpfful too.
And we now have a Patreon page, actually. You probably already know, but we have a Patreon page called patreon.com/gameovertime, and you can get some cool things there. And one of those things is an extended coffee break segment.
Oh my god, is that this extended coffee break segment?
That would be a bit redundant. But
no,
yeah,
I suppose that's very true.
You can go on there, there's loads of cool stuff. Just check out the page yourself, because I'm not going to read all of it off.
Good point. Speaking of cool stuff, hey, hello. We're the two hosts of Game Over Time. My name is James, but I have a YouTube channel under the name of Games D. Although, because I've rewritten it on this document that I use for references, it's now Ghouls D, because, oh no, it's October soon. In fact, it might even be October.
It is October.
Oh yeah, sorry. It is definitely October at the moment, so everything's going to have a nice Halloween theme from here on out.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm Ben. Maya's Codex is my name.
No, Ben. What? No, you have to say a Halloween version of Maya's Codex.
Maya's
Hex. Maya's Cohex.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maya's Cohex. Ooh. And I made a video. Go check it out. Don't actually.
Hey, but you got new videos on the way, right?
Yeah, it's on the way. And
nice.
One other thing I want to mention is that So this podcast goes up on the 9th, and the next one is actually not going to be on the 23rd like we usually would have it, because we've decided we want to delay it for 1 week, so we coincide with the 30th of October, which is one day before Halloween, and that's going to be our Halloween-themed episode.
Yeah, that's going to be our Halloween spooktacular.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it relatively PG. There will be some there may be some scenes that will terrify some weak-willed listeners. So hopefully, nothing too spooky, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, James, what you been playing?
Not much. not to be stupid, but no, actually not much. I haven't really been playing much at all. I've started replaying a couple of things. Actually, yeah, no, I suppose that's true. So I've gone back to my Wii U. I'm starting to play a little bit on that. As a system, I think the Wii U's okay. I think the thing that I like most about it is that it is basically just a Wii 2. I mean, that is why they called it the Wii U, because the Wii was such a success for Nintendo that they kind of thought, well, they might as well keep the boat going. But this almost feels kind of like a direct follow-on in a way that like the SNES didn't feel like a direct follow-on from the NES. So like, and I know it sounds a bit weird, but I think it's just the little things like the fact that all the control scheme stuff from the original Wii you can bring over to the Wii U. Any kind of the old games that you played on it, you can play that on the Wii U as well. It's just, I don't know. I think as a system, I quite like it. I'm not a massive fan of it as a giant controller with a screen in it, though. I don't use that much. But
I love the gamepad.
Do you love the gamepad?
Yeah. Well, it's really good
Ben,
in some games.
give me a good example. Give me a good use of the gamepad.
Nintendo Land.
Give me a game that uses it well. Which one?
Nintendo Land.
Yeah, Nintendo Land's such a weird game because it kind of feels like, you know, when you go to like a sofa shop and they have all the different swatches to kind of show you what you could have.
Yeah.
It's like that, but for other game developers, it's Nintendo being like, hey,
really fun.
if you want to make a game for the Wii U, but you're not sure what to do with the control scheme, well, check this shit out.
Yeah, well, that's what they always do. They did Wii Sports, but it's like Wii Sports, but really, really, really fun.
I prefer Nintendo Land a lot to Wii Sports. I mean, I don't know. Let's have a quick Nintendo Land rundown then. Let's go from best to. Well, let's go through them and figure out. Let's give them some power rankings then.
Okay.
All right.
Get the Nintendo Land games up.
Okay. Oh, good idea, because I can't remember a lot of them off the top of my head.
Okay. Here we go.
First things first. Is there a Mario one?
Yes.
What is it?
Mario Chase. You play as a Toad. Or a Mario. Mario is running away from the Toads.
I totally forgot about that one. I don't particularly like that one at all.
Disagree.
All right, sell me on it.
Okay, question. Have you played it with 5 people?
No.
Then you can't like it. It's a very situational game. If you've got 5 people, it's a blast. Because
I get it confused with the Animal Crossing one.
Oh, well, we'll get to that. It's just really fun to be running around and be shouting to your friends like, oh, I see him, he's over there. And then you dive at him, you miss barely, and he just scoots away. It's just a good fun.
You know what that reminds me of, or you know what that kind of sounds a bit like?
What?
Have you ever played or have you ever seen Nintendo's Pac-Man game? Pac-Man Versus. It was a GameCube game. I think it was packaged with Pac-Man World 2, but like it was kind of at E3, it was given out kind of as a free disc. Basically, this was a Pac-Man game that Miyamoto designed, because like you look into the history of Nintendo, and it's kind of like, you know, when you sort of find out like the people who inspire the people that you like, you know, Thomas Edison was inspired by like other, or like people were inspired by him.
Yeah.
Basically, Nintendo were really big into Namco. Like when they were making all their early game stuff, they looked at like whatever Namco did and tried to kind of follow behind them. I mean, like their first game, which I think is like Radar Scope, it is pretty much just a Galaga clone. Like they're really big into stuff like that, and like even Miyamoto said that like a lot of these games are inspired by the stuff that they do. Well, basically, he got a chance to make a Pac-Man game, and the Pac-Man game that he made was Pac-Man Versus, which is it's, you remember in the GameCube era where you had the GBA link cables?
Yeah.
It's basically that, where every person who is a ghost plays with a GBA controller. No.
Okay.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh.
Only one person plays with a GBA controller. No.
Okay, wait.
No. Alright. I'm going to do some on-the-fly research. Ben, fill airtime.
Okay, so I'm going to go for a couple of shitty ones. Yoshi's Fruit Cart, garbage.
Right, which one's Yoshi's Fruit Cart again?
You draw a line to the fruit cart, and it shows you a line to the fruit cart, and you got to pick up things, and then they disappear, and then you have to remember where they were, and you have to draw the line through them. It's
that
boring.
Sounds genuinely rubbish. Anyways, I've just looked it up. Only one person plays with a GBA controller, and that's Pac-Man.
Okay.
Everybody else plays on... Yeah, no, that makes sense. Everybody else plays with a GameCube controller because basically you only see a little bit of the map on the screen when you're a ghost.
It genuinely is a Wii U gamepad. Sort of
it is. Yeah, I know. It's tips out. Same with Crystal Chronicles. That's a good game because it's like everybody gets a GBA controller and that's where all your RPG stats are.
That's what that game's getting remastered.
I want to know how they're going to do it though with the... Well, I mean, I know how they're going to do it. They're just going to put all the details on the screen and that's rubbish, but...
Well,
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Yoshi's Fruit Cart, not great.
Balloon. Let's get the bad ones out of the way. Balloon Trip Breeze is okay.
Well, that's basic. Well, it's basically just balloon fight, isn't it?
Well, no, it's like it's Balloon Trip.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But there's like no change to it apart from you play as an amiibo. Not an amiibo. What do they call it? A
Me. It's fun enough. You just do the thing and you blow your character.
I mean, I like Balloon Trip. Balloon Trip is fine, but you know,
it's better than Balloon Trip. It's just not that great.
EA aren't fucking lining up at the door and saying, we want to bring Dead Space over to the Wii U. What you got? Oh, why don't you do it like Balloon Trip? Do you even use the gamepad for it?
I think you. I don't remember how it's used. I know you do.
No, neither do I. It's probably like it's zoomed in on the main screen and zoomed out on the controller or vice versa.
Maybe. I don't actually remember. But yeah, it's okay. Octopus Dance is really weird.
Yeah, Octopus Dance I'm not a fan of. That's basically, don't you control the character's body on the gamepad?
Mm-hmm. Well, you literally just move the sticks left and right to do little different poses. And it's cute and fun, but it's like, this is fine. It's there. It's like a micro game.
It's a 5 out of 10. That's what I'm gonna say.
Takahashi's Ninja Castle's okay. It's kind of fun. It's just
Takahashi's Ninja. Oh, it's the one where you have the shuriken on your gamepad. It's just that one's okay.
The problem with it is that the gamepad uses a pressure sensitive screen, and you're intended to play it with your finger, which doesn't work well on the gamepad.
Well, no, because you can't press your finger hard enough.
No, and it's just not very nice. So that's like the main problem with it. Otherwise, it's okay.
I don't remember any of the games that you've currently said.
Oh, these are all the single player ones that no one cares about.
Right.
Captain Falcon's Twister Races. It's okay.
That's okay. It feels like an old weird rubbish arcade game, but it's okay.
I like the fact that you see the map on the bottom screen and you can only see ahead of you on the top screen.
Don't you use the gyro with the controller to control the car as well? Yeah.
And you've got to predict what's going to happen with the map, but you also got to look at the screen because the screen shows you the obstacles, and it's interesting.
It feels like one of those games that could have worked with a Wiimote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we get to the good ones. Like Donkey Kong's Crash Course.
Yeah, Donkey Kong's Crash Course. That's that's an ace in the hole.
That is
I used to not like that game because it was too hard, but no, it is legit good.
Yeah, it's just there's such a huge skill ceiling, and it feels really good to be good at it. And there's like different levels, and it's like, wow, this game's got so much more than I expected.
Does anybody do they run that at AGDQ?
I wouldn't be surprised.
They should. If they don't, they should.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It is very
genuinely
good.
Really fun.
Right. Give us some more.
The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest.
It's great. Fucking good.
Yeah.
That's a good Zelda game.
It's a really great game.
Really
I like playing as the Wiimote character, and I also like playing as the gamepad character.
Although with that, don't you have to have a Wii Motion Plus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I always thought was a bit weird because it didn't feel like the movements you were doing were particularly one-to-one. Actually, no, I suppose they were. But...
I feel like you do.
But it's quite fun. Sure. I could almost see somebody doing like a Left 4 Dead style game like that.
Well, yeah, because like you're playing for a whole level. You're going through like mini units, and then you fight a boss at the end. And it's
a bit arcadey. It feels like almost like a virtual. Well, no, it does. It feels like Left 4 Dead. but with Zelda stuff. It's great. Again, like you use the control, the gamepad to shoot arrows, but you don't really need to. You could have done that with the Wii mode.
Yeah, I suppose.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metro Blast, amazing.
It's really very good. It's a very good third-person game. I like it a lot.
Both control schemes are fun.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of cool stuff, like you find Ice Ridley in it.
Yeah.
That's just something.
You know the other day when you were saying that third-person games aren't very good on the Wii?
Yeah.
I've been playing Epic Mickey. It's okay. Third person in that works okay. The camera's a little bit rubbish, but I feel that that's a problem with every 3D platform game. But what you say?
Actually, wait, no. Yeah, no, the problem is you can't like change camera that easily.
No, you can with the D-pad.
Yeah, no, but the C-fan's not great.
What?
No, I don't think third-person games aren't great. Third-person shooters aren't my thing on the Wii.
If anything, the third-person games, no, it's great because it's like you're using the controller to like aim the gun. It's fantastic.
All right.
Super Mario Sunshine would have been good on the Wiimote.
Okay. Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. Well,
hashtag just saying.
Metro Blast has got a lot of fun. Fighting Kraid is great because it just feels it's good.
Not Kraid, really.
No, Kraid as well.
Is Kraid in it as well?
Kraid's in it. It's really good. You fire like bombs into his mouth.
Oh wow, that's good shit.
And yeah, it's just kind of cool how you got 4 people on the ground, then you got 1 person in the sky. This is a cool game. You can pick them up and take them places.
It's the best Metroid multiplayer game. They could have made Metroid Prime all of that.
I'm trying to think, is it? Because Metroid Prime Hunters is pretty good. No, you're probably right.
What, the DS one?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Metroid Prime Hunters is great multiplayer. There are 8 playable characters.
Yeah, but the controls aren't very good.
Yeah, I know, but that's not his fault.
Ben, what other ones are there?
Pikmin Adventure, also amazing.
Yeah, Pikmin Adventure is pretty good because it just plays like a Pikmin game.
Yeah.
But like an arcade one. But that's fine.
And then you've also got the people that plays the Pikmin, and that's just great.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah, no, it's good. And then we get to the competitive ones where you play against each other. Mario Chase, we've been over it. Animal Crossing Sweet Days.
I don't remember it.
I liked the concept of the
Is it the one where you can see your face?
No, that's Mario Chase.
Okay.
Sweet Days is interesting because you actually play as on the gamepad. You play as 2 people, and you control one with the left stick and one with the right stick. Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that is interesting
because you can like split them up and then corner people off and
exactly. It's the maximum of you having 2 characters, so you could technically do more, but it's the coordination of controlling 2 characters. Yeah, no, I quite like that. That's a fun payoff.
And the other players have to play as people who pick up sweets, so you got to get a certain amount of sweets in bowls. But the more sweets you pick up, the slower you go.
Yeah, that's right. Your character gets bigger.
And it's quite cool.
Cool. Hey, why aren't get to the good one?
Yeah, the best one.
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Ghost Mansion.
Luigi's Ghost Mansion, literally,
fucking
good game.
Incredible.
It is the best, probably the best game in the Nintendo Land collection. It is so good.
Yeah, no, it's really fucking good. The first time I played it was I went to a con with my friend, and they had the Wii U there, and it like I went to this con later in my life and it was shit. So I wonder how this happened, but they had this booth because it was like a few months before the Wii U came out. You went in and they just had the Wii U on like so many places. There were no queues. You just played it. Like you had to queue to get into this area. Once you're in, you could stay in there and play.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember that. That was at I think I know what conference he's talking about, and I think I did the same.
Okay. Play Expo? No.
Oh no, not
no.
No, it was EGX.
Ah, okay. No, it was a small conference, but I'm surprised they had this cool setup. And there was like Rayman Legends, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Tekken, and they also had Nintendo Land, and we played Ghost Mansion, and that was when I first got into it. And then I played it when it came out, and it's just fantastic.
And this is what I mean in regards to when I was saying that this game is almost like a catalog for other developers to look at it and go make games like this, because like literally anybody could have had a fucking Luigi's Ghost Mansion mode in their games.
Yeah,
like it didn't have to be top down. It could be any other angle, but just that kind of four people against one person who has like more omnipresence because they have an entire gamepad. It's just like such a good design.
Yeah, and make it spooky. Wouldn't it be cool if you could have a horror game like that, where
Yeah,
you're playing
exactly.
against other players.
Yeah, imagine that Friday the 13th game if it was like that.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, no,
Or
it
even
was
like,
really fun.
that Penny Arcade comic where they're like, 3 people play as, dungeoneers and another person's a dungeon master and it's like a D&D game.
Yeah.
Like, if it had the same sort of perspective and, maybe not so much mechanics, but like, that same sort of point of view as that game, it just would have worked brilliantly.
Yeah, no, it's a good time.
What's the control scheme? It's the Wiimote on its side, yeah.
The Wiimote on its side. You've got like a flashlight, and you press that down, but it has a battery.
Yes.
So you got to look out for batteries, and you also the Ghost player, which doesn't tell you this, but it's like one of those things you learn. You can hold down the two shoulder buttons. If you hold them down for long enough, everyone sees you when you're doing it. So it takes a while to charge up when you release it, and it disables everyone's flashlights momentarily.
Oh, that's good.
It is really good. It's great. And there's like different levels. There's one where you're on like conveyor belts and shit, and that one's probably my favorite. And the last one's
that's what I mean. It's like, it only feels like the devs are starting to get into that sort of stuff. Like, Overcooked would have been a fantastic game on the Wii U.
You could have like a person that's throwing food at them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
The Wii U had a lot of potential and no one used it.
The Wii U had a lot of potential. I like the Wii U a lot.
So do I.
That's what I'm going to say. I don't like it as much as the Wii, but because it's pretty much just a HD Wii, that's fine by me.
Yeah. No, it's good. And
cool. All right, Ben, what have you been playing?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Do you want to continue talking about the Wii U then?
No. I mean, we've got to 20 minutes. We can.
Oh my god.
We can leave coffee break. I was happy to talk about Wii U for a while.
No, I was happy to talk about the Wii U as well. Yeah, no, I've just been going through some old Wii U games, and as I kind of already said, I may have mentioned this earlier in the week, but I haven't mentioned it to anybody who may be listening to the podcast now. I've been trying different controllers on it as well, because that little port on the bottom of the Wiimote, it's like an entry to another world. It's like a weird proprietary USB that Nintendo invented, and for some reason, all their mini consoles have exactly the same port. So if you want to plug that NES controller or that SNES controller into your Wiimote, you can.
Yeah.
And it's great. So I ended up trying to figure out what games I could play with it. Mario Kart 8, it's pretty good. Also, Ben, is my voice... Oh, no, okay, never mind. I thought my voice was cutting out because it went red on Discord. Okay, so cut this bit out from there.
I won't.
Okay,
yeah.
So I've just been trying some different controls with that, see what I can get away with. Mario Kart, you can play that with an NES controller, but the only thing is, you can't boost, as in you can't jump and grind, and you can't use items. So it's pretty much playing it like it's a traditional racing game, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of misses the point.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, though, interestingly enough, you can get a boost if you corner hard enough.
Yeah, you told me this.
This is something that I never knew that you could do in a Mario game.
No, but the reason you never knew that is because no one tries it.
I've never had to.
Yeah, no, why would you try it? You've got a drift button.
Well, that's the thing, you haven't got a drift button on an NES controller.
Huh, yeah, no, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I think it's quite an interesting design decision, because you do wonder who is that for, because it's like, if you're playing it kind of at a simple level anyways, like, you're never probably going to corner it hard enough to get that sort of boost in it. So, no, very interesting. Super Mario 3D World, also a bit weird, because the NES buttons don't work properly on it. You don't have a full... it treats both A and B as the jump button, which I think is, which is what I believe it does on the... Wii U controller anyways. I'll tell you what though, SNES controller with Super Mario 3D World, it feels right. Because it's sort of digital movement anyways, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No. So, and it's got the buttons that you need. It's got a jump button, it's got a run/attack button, and it's got the R button, which you can use to crouch and roll and stuff, so... Works absolutely fine. Smash Brothers though, that was a bad one. Because the D-pad, it has it mapped to taunt, so you can't move. It sucks.
That's not great, is it?
No, it's not great. So, if any representatives from Nintendo are out there listening, I would like it if you could patch the old Wii U version of Smash for Wii U so that the D-pad, if I was playing on an NES controller
Yeah.
or an SNES controller, that I could play with the D-pad.
No, yeah, no, I think Sakurai would get right on that.
To be honest, knowing Sakurai, I feel like he would. But he's too. I don't know. The problem is that
busy.
too many people shout at Sakurai to put the GameCube controller and stuff that he doesn't consider any of the other ones. Because I think a NES controller would work alright. I mean, you got A and B, which is all you need really, and you can have jump on the up button.
That hurts. Yeah, but it, no. Okay. They put out the fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh no.
That's why we're out here.
Oh, okay, right. Well, we'll have to pick up this conversation at another time.
Yeah,
then.
we're obligated to get back to work now, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, so we're now on the clock. So okay, I'll pour this coffee down the sink and then we'll get back on to work.
Cue-based combat.
Tell me about it.
See, I didn't think this part through. I thought you'd elaborate.
Okay, give me. All right.
Okay, wait. So.
Okay, I'm thinking about it now. All right. How about two people are playing pool at the same time on the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Lethal League. Like, if you can hit the other person's ball. No, okay, even better than that. You're playing pool and you're trying to pocket. Like, you're trying to pocket balls, but you're all doing it at the same time. But if you manage to pocket the other person's ball, then you get, like, double points.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah, no, that's good. I was thinking...
Like, basically, you can't attack the other person's ball directly. Like, it is only your ball that you can use to shoot. But if you can pocket their ball down another hole, then you're good to go.
See, what I was thinking is like a GTA style thing where you can...
It's an open world. It's
obviously.
It's a giant city, but you don't drive or you don't jump. See, I like this idea now. I like the idea that it's GTA 5, but the mechanic... Well, like, it plays like GTA 5, except that your mechanics are you're not playing as a person, you're playing as a ball, so you have to shoot a cue to get yourself around everywhere.
Well, that wasn't why I
said
it was
like when gangsters come out and they want to shoot you, and they're like, hey, you stole my money, you fuck, and they're, like, opening fire on you. You just, like, roll yourself into them to knock them over.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Okay, yeah.
I like this a lot. And, like, it's still like GTA where, like, you know, in all the cutscenes and you got people like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to run these drugs out the city, but, you know, I got too much heat on me. You think you can help me out? And it keeps cutting back to the ball, who, like, doesn't say anything, but the people still, like, react, like, all right, yeah, I know you'd say that, but tell you what, if I give you an advance, how's that sound? It cuts back to the ball, not saying anything, and it's like, yeah, no, I thought that'd change your mind, all right, meet me at this address.
Well, okay, you've made me realise there's a lot of potential in just replacing the protagonists of games with balls.
Absolutely. All right, Walking Dead.
With balls.
Telltale, rest in peace, Walking Dead with a giant ball. Clem's still there. Clem still needs a father figure to look up to, but it's no longer what's his face? It's now a giant ball.
Yeah. An old ball.
Like a big orb. Yeah, like a big white cue ball.
Oh no, I was thinking it was just a tiny ball, just a regular sized cue ball.
Oh really?
Yeah, no.
How can she look up to it if it's that small? Okay, she looks down on him.
Oh yeah, no. You increase size depending on like how virtuous you are. Like if you become a shit, she looks down on you.
How virtuous you are.
Yeah, no. If you're a shit, she looks down on you. But then if you're like really good, you start increasing size until she starts.
It's basically
the
Paragon system from Mass Effect, but you literally increase mass. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I always wonder. It's like, how nice is this person? How small are they?
Ooh. Are you trying to say that height is related to goodliness?
Well, maybe that's why dwarves can't slam dunk, because they're all evil.
Hashtag let them slam dunk. Oh no, what was it? What was the hashtag?
Let dwarves slam dunk, I think.
Yeah, let dwarves slam dunk.
Yeah.
White dwarves can't dunk.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm thinking giant... I don't know. I just... Well, if you're playing as a cue ball, you have to be virtuous anyway, so... He's certainly virtual.
Yeah.
Because he's in a video game. But, alright, okay. Give me some more games that would be improved by playing as a giant cue ball.
I'm thinking Pikmin.
Okay.
You knock all your, like, companions around.
I was about to say, isn't it just like, isn't there already a big ball enemy in Pikmin that just crushes them all when it rolls over them?
Well, there's a lot of enemies that just crush things.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I can see your pool cue, your cue ball doing that, but it doesn't matter because you're still damaging the enemy anyways.
So you're just killing your own Pikmin. Well,
do you know what I've just realised?
No.
There is a Nintendo game that is this. Do you know what Oddma is? Or Odama? It was a GameCube game which is basically an RTS pinball mashup. So the Odama is it's a giant boulder that you use to attack other armies on the battlefield. But you also use the microphone attachment, which was a thing on the GameCube, if you don't remember, which was only used for a few games, such as, well, I think the idea was that they did it around the time that SingStar was a thing, like when microphone games were picking up. So there's a Mario Party game that uses the microphone, but there's also Odama, which you use the microphone to basically give commands to your army to make sure that they avoid the ball and they attack other defenses. It's very weird. Would you believe me if I told you that it was designed by the same guy who did Seaman on the Dreamcast?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Do you know what Seaman is?
Oh yeah, I know Seaman.
Okay.
I'm looking at this game now and it's wow. Oh,
it's cool.
This is great.
It was published by Nintendo.
Oh, this is great.
It is. It's one of my favorite kind of games where it is X meets Y, but it's like X and Y can be like on the further ends of the spectrum, as in pinball game and an RTS game combined together.
Well, you remember we did our directions to the Nintendo Direct, the predictions to the Nintendo Direct? I've changed my mind. I think they're gonna make a new Odama game. I know the Nintendo Directs happened.
Are you saying that you think they're going to do it, or are you saying that you want them to make a new Odama?
To be honest.
That's why people want GameCube emulation, because they want to play Odama.
Yeah.
Barack Odama.
I know, I'm just looking at it. It looks really good.
And my favourite thing about it as well is that if you watch any footage of it, it's one of those kind of Japanese arcade games where there's just a noise every second. Either something exploding or somebody shouting.
I'm going to play this after this.
Okay, that sounds good.
Anyway, moving on from Odama.
I'm thinking, we should make a pool game which is like that. Pool RTS. There we go.
Yeah.
We're combining the green of a pool table with the green of a giant field where a fight's taking place.
It could be a turn-based strategy game. Like you, every turn you get to move your units, but you can only move them by hitting the ball into them.
Shit, do you know what I've just realised?
What?
It could be like asymmetric, where one person plays as somebody playing pool and the other person is like an army commander. So it's turn-based, but as in like in your turn. Well, yeah, it's like a pool game where like it's turn-based, where you have to set up your shot and set up the angle and then shoot the ball. And then in their turn, it's basically saying where do you want your army people to go and where do you want to defend?
Yeah. And,
like they're trying to defend pockets and like redirect your ball.
Yeah, but you gotta like defend them well because you will lose units if they just go straight in front of the pockets. And,
of course.
You gotta predict what the other person's gonna do.
Well, I don't know. What if it wasn't like an army of like tiny weak men, but it was an army of like small gorillas, but, small enough that they can redirect the ball.
How about instead of gorillas?
And the only way that you can defeat the gorillas is by getting the ball into their back. You can't directly hurt them from the front. You have to hurt them from the back.
Okay, but then how do you get the ball past some gorillas that are just blocking the pocket?
You hop the ball.
Ah.
There we go. See,
and the gorillas can stack on top of each other to defend it.
Well, yeah, but if they do, well, that's what I mean. If the gorillas stack on top of each other, then you could hit them in the side. Then.
Yeah.
See.
You're right.
We got ideas here. And I mean, if you put all your gorillas on a single pocket, then maybe the other guy will go, yeah, whatever, and then go for another pocket.
Yeah. No, this is great. I'm still trying to process the fact that you decided on gorillas.
Well, I was just well, you were thinking that like a ball could roll through like a tiny man,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking what's bigger than a man, and what I
Yeah.
thought was like a gorilla, or like it could be a bear.
Yeah, it could be a bear. Or
Maybe the bears sleep in the pockets for hibernation, and then somebody's decided to start playing make a pool, and so the bears have woken up and they're all cranky and they're trying to stop you from getting a ball in. Ball versus bear.
do you think they've ever done a turn-based racing game?
Well, I mean, you do a lot of turning in racing games.
Okay, yeah. But like you could have a pool game
Yeah,
where everyone you take your turn
yeah,
and you just try and go as far as possible.
yeah,
And it's just like that until you get to the end and you have other players that are playing against you.
yeah,
They try to maybe knock you back somehow or abuse
yeah,
a shortcut or you could block a shortcut maybe. There's lots of strategy to it.
yeah.
You just gotta get to the end.
I like it.
It reuses all the mechanics of pools and just changes the rules. Easy.
Exactly. Easy peasy. Don't have to worry about it. What genre haven't we tapped on yet that we can improve with queue games?
Dating sim, but I think that's too obvious.
We do dating sims every episode. We need to, and we were doing so well. We hadn't even mentioned them up until now.
RTS we've done. Turn-based strategy we've done. Racing game we've done. Platformer.
First-person shooter. Well, first-person shooter we kind of have because we were talking about playing as a big ball
Yeah.
where you knock people over.
Have we done platformer?
No, not really. I mean, we talked about having ramps and
Yeah.
hoops and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's kind of platforming-ish.
Yeah.
You could adapt that to a platformer.
Puzzle we sort of did, where like if the pockets keep moving, or like if the pockets are in weird places, or like if there's bricks in the way that you need to get rid of.
We haven't done a Metrovania.
Ooh, we haven't.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about this then.
Okay.
All right, so what upgrades could we get?
So you get an upgrade that. Well, first off, your
Okay,
ball,
here's
your
the
ball can
idea,
only go
so-
so far in one hit, usually.
So there's only one pocket that's open at the beginning, and then the other pockets have got locks on them. And the only way that you can get through those pockets is if you have the right ability.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the abilities could be fire that you have to get, and that puts your ball on fire. And then you can get through the fire pocket then.
Yeah.
And then you get one which is like the ice ball, and you can get that in the ice pocket then.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get big ball, and you can put them in the big pocket.
I think they could integrate that better into the world instead of a pocket. The pocket is just a web or something, and you got to use the fire to get through the web.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, it's like you look at the map and it still looks like a pool table, but it's been broken up into separate rooms and stuff.
Oh, that'd be good because you could shape it like a pool table, and there'd be like how many things does a pool table have? 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so you have you have a map and it's got the 6 things on it, and those are all the ancient artifacts.
Yeah.
You go to the 6 corners of the map, you get all the ancient artifacts. You need to open.
And then
up
when
the
you
end.
do that, you unlock the fight with Mother Brown.
Yeah, who is the 8 ball?
And you have. Yeah. It looks like Mother Brain, except that instead of a big brain, it's a big 8 ball.
Yeah, well, because all the bosses are the boss of the game. You're the cue ball, obviously, and all the bosses are like, "Oh, I'm the green ball." Everyone always underestimates me. But
Do you know what? I'm just imagining all the enemies being like they can't directly hurt the ball, but it's just like they just shoot it about. Like I'm thinking of like the Metroids, like they're trying to pick it up and suck its brain, but it hasn't got anything. So instead, they just put it somewhere else.
Oh no.
They just take you back to the beginning of the level.
Oh no, it's like the Triclopses from Metro Prime. They just pick you up and spit you out.
Oh yeah,
Those
yeah.
shitheads.
Yeah, they suck.
No, they really do.
They literally do.
Yeah,
And
they
then
suck
you use
and blow.
and then you use the big bomb and blow them up.
Not the big
You
bomb.
say-
Use the little bomb.
Oh, I mean, it's still big.
It's pretty small.
Is there a bigger bomb?
Well, yeah, it's got the power bomb.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
is
big
there a
bomb.
bigger bomb than the power bomb?
Well, she blows up a space station in one of them.
That's pretty good, but she does that with a power bomb, does she?
No, She uses this.
Well, what I'm basically asking is the super bomb in what's it called in the Metro Prime games?
The super bomb?
Yeah, in Super Metroid and stuff.
What, you mean the power bomb?
Yeah. Okay, what's it called when she just drops a regular bomb? Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, I've learned something new today. That's very exciting.
They call it the Morphle Bomb.
Oh, yeah, the Morph. There we go. I was thinking of Morph Bomb.
Yeah, there's the Power Bomb, the big one. The mini nuke.
Where does the Morph Bomb come from?
The Morphle Bomb.
Because that's like a solid ball.
Yeah.
Like in Metroid Prime, it's just like a ball of energy. But like, in the other games, weird. It looks like a... Yeah.
It's like a little dropping in the other games. And in Metroid Prime, it's like, I've turned myself into a bomb. I've used my shape and crafted a bomb out of it.
Now I'm going to let a big guy eat me and then fuck him up.
I hate those enemies.
They're not good.
They spooked me as a kid.
I don't like any of the Morph Ball enemies. No. They're all bastards.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. They're just
no, I'm not.
They're just here to fuck your shit up. They're not trying to kill you or anything. They're just here to kind of inconvenience you.
Could we have them in our pool game though?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. We just literally make a Metroid game on a pool game.
Well, Metro Pinball already exists, so why not Metroid Snooker?
Yeah. So you have all the enemies around.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of minding their own business.
What are the ones called that like they walk around surfaces, like Greebos or whatever?
Gamers.
Gamers, yeah. So the gamers are there and they're just constantly walking around the pockets and around the cushions. They're doing their thing.
You fight bosses, you fight other Marvel-based bosses. One of them's the Queen Metroid.
You have Zoomers who go backwards and forwards across the across the green.
You've got the Amorbis, which sucks you up and you blow that up. You got the Spider Ball Guardian, because he's a morphle boss. You got the Boost.
You have
Guardian.
Metroid Prime, who infects the cue ball, and then you can put the cue ball in hyper mode, where it like flashes bright blue.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything else. It just flashes bright blue. Yeah. It looks really cool.
It burns the table with radiation.
See, we talk about how we could turn Metroid into things on this show. Is it possible that we could do a Castlevania pool game?
Okay. Well, as in, like, you dip the cue ball in holy water, and then you just use it to fucking bowl through enemies.
Yeah, no. You just dip it in some holy water, and if Dracula's there, you knock it into him, and it reflects him away. He doesn't like it. And you gotta
I just
knock
like
him
the
into
idea
the
of a big white cue ball just rolling into his room and being like, "Die, monster! You don't belong in this world."
What is a man?
No, it doesn't.
What is a ball? But a miserable circle of secrets.
Yeah, miserable sphere of secrets. Yeah, the ball doesn't say anything. It's just Dracula going mental and reacting to him.
He's like,
"It wasn't by my hands that I was given flesh."
And he's like, "You think I should die, monster, or something like that? You think I don't belong in this world?" And then it goes quiet as like a ... appears in the cue ball's text box.
Yeah, he still gets the speech box, and it's a really nicely rendered picture of a ball painted by Akira Kajima.
I like the idea that the ball has like different expressions. Like they put angry eyebrows on it to show that it's angry.
Oh no, they don't. They change the colour behind it and they do more dramatic angles. So like when he's angry, it's like a close up and it's red, and then when he's calm, it's blue and he's like quite far away.
Oh, this is good.
When he's scared, it's black and it's like right in the centre of frame.
This is really good, and it shakes a lot. Like the screen shakes when it first shows him. Oh, this is good. There's a lot you can do with a ball.
And then fucking Alucard comes in and he's like, I thought the ball defeated Dracula years ago. What happened? And then you have to fight the ball, who's being controlled by Shaft. And Shaft's there in his fucking waistcoat with a fag in his mouth, just shooting the cue ball around the room.
Oh no, you could have like different bosses.
Oh, you can't. Keep calm, son. I'm gonna get you.
So,
I'll pocket you.
So we basically just create like a.
We've created like the Avengers of pool games.
Well,
yeah, we've got every genre covered.
I was thinking we just created the Mario of like the pool industry.
Yeah, I think so too. I know this episode's getting a little bit long, and I still want to fit in one last idea. Survival horror.
Oh, that's spooky.
Resident Evil pool.
Yeah. So, the holes are your enemies.
So you're trying to get into the Spencer Mansion, so you have to line up your shot correctly. So you're taking ages just trying to get through the double doors. And then you're trying to get it upstairs, like across the landing, and it's really awkward to shoot it there as well.
And you, because like you know how you've got to manage your ammo in, the survival horror games. In this, your pool.
You have to manage your chalk.
Yeah, I was gonna say your queue's so slowly getting weaker, and your ball can't go as far.
Well, I was gonna say you slowly run out of chalk, and like when that happens, then the ball just goes off like wildly, like he's harder to control.
Oh god. Yeah, no. This is good. And you have like you're trying to take a shot, but then you get jump scared. And you just completely go off the rails.
A zombie just comes up behind the ball and just throws it in another direction.
It's really scary.
I like it.
Because everything's so big compared to you. Which in and of itself is real spooky.
You're trying to shoot the ball upstairs, but you don't quite have enough power, so then it just rolls right back down again.
No, that'd be good for Metrovania. You want to get the ball upstairs. Oh, you got to get the jetpack upgrade.
Oh yeah, you need to get the spider ball upgrade. So you can play pool on the ceiling.
But that's the thing. Why do pool balls need to be on the ground? Why can't they be in the air? Why don't we have a dogfighting game where you have
Zero-G pool?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
You ping it off a plane or something, knock it down out of the sky, and it pings between multiple different planes, and you're like, oh wow, that was a cool trick shot.
Yeah, I like it.
That's
You have to shoot it down black holes.
Ooh. That's really good.
I feel like, I was a little bit worried about this idea, but I feel like we've actually managed to come up with quite a lot.
I like the pool ball.
I do too. I feel like he's an unsung hero. Yeah. I feel just balls in general, I think, in games are unsung heroes. Well, the ball in Pong, I feel like he could do more.
It's just the cue ball is just such a precious ball. I don't know. He's iconic, despite the fact that he's just a white sphere.
He's got one thing I like about him, and this is what I'll say about any video game character. You can tell if he's a good video game character if you can draw him.
And I can
Pac-Man.
draw him.
Anyone can draw Pac-Man. Cue ball. Anyone can draw a cue ball.
Yeah, no.
Easy.
Because we've inserted him to many genres today, and he fits into all of them like a shoe.
Like a pocket. He pockets into any single genre.
Yeah. No, this is... One thing we can take away from today is that most games would just be better if the cue ball was the main protagonist.
I would agree with that. Metal Gear Solid would have been a better game if you played as a giant cue ball.
Yeah, because the characters would be expositing, and they'd look at you, and they'd just be like, "You're not paying any attention." Okay, then I'll begin the fight. And
let me tell you about World War II.
They just get on with it quicker. So like, this guy's bored out of his mind. You preoccupied yourself. You just wandered off.
Cue ball, do you believe that love can bloom on the battlefield? All right, you don't say anything. Okay.
Cue ball.
This is just like one of my Japanese snooker animes.
But like at the end of the game, you don't think the cue ball shows any emotion. A tear, a single tear appears on the cue ball.
Somehow a single tear rolls down its surface.
And then in the sequel, it's revealed that it was just the ceiling dripping. There was a leak. The cue ball does not show.
In the second game, you're really looking forward to playing as a snooker cue ball again, but then, like coming up in the lift, and it's like a big spherical guy, like a big spherical shape in his seat. And then he takes it all off, and it's riding. And you're like, oh, what the fuck? I don't want to play a third-person action game. I want to play this stupid snooker game.
Well, no, it's not a third-person action game. It is a snooker game. It's just you're playing as Ryan, and he's rolling up in the ball.
He's cartwheeling.
Okay, let's review.
I like it. Okay.
So we it's hard to go over what we've done today because there are so many ideas. But
every genre we have improved by making them snooker games.
We've done platformers. We've done Metroidvanias. We've done
racing games,
strategy games,
turn-based and real-time.
Yep. We've done survival
puzzle,
horror, first-person shooter,
third-person shooter, as well.
Yeah, dog fighting. That's a genre.
We said the word dating game, but we didn't actually plan it.
No.
But you can figure out the rest.
It'd be a really awkward dating game where the pool boy just looks at the other pool boy, then blushes.
You're going out with the 2-ball, which is always blushing because it's red.
Yeah,
nice.
No, I don't know what else to say about this character.
I don't think anything else needs to be said. All I think I'm going to say is that I think this could be our big break.
I'm gonna go on Google Images. I'm gonna download a picture of a cue ball, and I'm just gonna send it to the boss with the text. Nice. You know what to do. He'll get it.
I think he'll get it. Thank you for joining us for Game Overtime this week. Once again, a link to our Patreon is in the comments below. If you like listening to this episode and want to support us, then that is the way to do it. And we also have our links to our social media and to Maxo, who has composed both the theme tune and the coffee break tune to this show.
Yeah.
Ben, is there any last things you would like to say?
I think we should all respect the cue ball more than we do already.
I will be converting from Christianity to Cubism tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, that's not Cubism. That's no, that's the wrong religion. That's all about cubes.
Oh no. Okay, no, sorry. That's the wrong shape entirely. I'll have to look a little bit more into it when I get a chance. But anyways, Ben, what's those magic words that you always leave us on?
Opus non ludere.
Which, of course, is Latin for snookering you tonight. And then at this point, that's when you pipe in the theme tune to the old BBC Two program Big Break, because that is also because that's about snooker as well.
And everyone's gonna get it.
I'll get it.